What's up, boys? It's me again. It's your boy out here. It's been a couple days, I'm pretty sure. The reason why it's been a couple days is because I was I was hanging out with a pretty girl that we've been talking to. Man, my hair is all sorts of jacked up too, as a consequence of that. It's been a good weekend. Um, I want to make this video because I wanted to talk about what stability is and like the strength and weaknesses of like being stable. Um so I had a conversation with this very nice girl. Um and she's pretty, and she's nice, she's good at me. Um and she really doesn't have issues. I mean, she's got a couple things going on, but like truly like nothing beyond the pale. Um and I'm I'm concerned. Like the man I am now is in large part because I was with a woman for a very long time, and then we split after over 7 years, and then I, I kind of became who I was again, right? And I freely walk through things. When I want to work, I work. When I don't want to, I don't. If I want something, I get it, right? And that's the freedom of being me. Now there's like costs to it, right? There's like a cost of my ability to connect with people, my ability to uh maintain um like be like subservient and stuff like that. Like I can't really follow effectively. I suck at it just because I'm just kind of like nuts. I'm a control freak. Um, and there's just so much strength I have in like what is essentially unlimited freedom, and there's so much weakness I have like emotionally because I hate everything and I just want to like destroy everything around me. um, but I still have to improve. Like I have to improve. Like I don't have a choice. My body just kind of does it on its own. Like I'll work out like a maniac, I'll work like a maniac, like I'll write, I'll do like all these creative endeavors. Like I have to do it. And maybe out of like self-preservation. But if I have another person, I'm never searching for anything. I'm already happy. So why would I go any further? But I also limit the amount of things I can do. I limit the people I can talk to. I have to have like other restrictions based on it. Um, I don't know what is worth it. Because if I were to have like a good partnership, it'd probably be with a person like the person I'm talking to. Um, and so I was talking to her about it, and she told me that she felt like stronger. She felt like she could build more with another person, which is a very funny thing. I guess I find that with women quite often. Is like women have this propensity to change when it comes to doing stuff for another person, which is wild to me. Because I mean, technically, I changed, but I changed like one behavior, but that behavior was like a nerf, right? Like I curbed my own ambition as a consequence of getting with someone. Now that ambition was truly being like a criminal and doing horrible things to people, right? And I curved that. I curbed that down to not go to jail forever, so I could be with my ex for whatever time that was. Um, but like that was a drastic curbing of the person who I was, right? Like, um, like over time, I was less sharp, I was less intelligent. I cared less about how I looked, cared less about how I felt, cared less about my physical strength, right? Like a lot of stuff stopped mattering because I no longer had to hunt. I no longer had to be like out there every day making it work. Um, and so the question is my happiness, number one, what is happiness, right? Am I looking to simply not be sad? Because I know in like entering with another person, right? All that energy and fulfillment not fulfillment. All that energy and company you get with another person that you mesh well with, you almost can't be unhappy around that. It's very difficult, right? Unless you have like a chemical unbalance or something, right? Like everything you enjoy as a single person, complemented like peanut butter and chocolate with another person, is really, really difficult to be like drastically sad around without like outside interference. But not, it's not the type of fulfilling though. The fulfillment that I've earned has generally been while being single. I've been fulfilled 3 times within the last 2 years, right? One time was in writing my poetry compendium. I wrote the ending, and that did something for my head. Another time was when I was writing, and I was with this girl, and she was a singer and producer, and she sang out the lyrics I wrote for her and produced it in such a way that it was so beautiful to bear witness to. It was a very fulfilling thing. And the third time was a moment of like true raw intimacy with somebody I had been talking to, who we'll say has had a rough life. Um, Very unlike mine, but oddly enough, with similar similar sentiments about the way things work, similar proclivities and struggles. Um, and such a nice day with such an intimate night with that person was very fulfilling. But that person was like that person would be like pouring acid onto my life, right? And I don't know if, let's say, that person fixed themselves. I don't know if that person could be as fulfilling in a fixed state. I don't think it's possible. Um, which leaves me at a really tough crossroads, right? The question is, um, do I hunt repeatedly and risk my life, frankly, as a person who's consistently, you guys saw the first video on this channel, right? I'm consistently on the edge every day that I try and improve myself. I'm consistently on the edge that every day I try to get better. I risk everything to improve. Is that worth potential fulfillment? Is that risk every day worth it? Or do I put myself underwater? Do I just make myself not sad? And could making myself simply not sad not disqualify me from my writing or my actual fulfillment? Could I theoretically, like, a lot of the women end up finding themselves with, theoretically, could I improve? Could I be sharp? Um, while, not being as free? Would those limitations, would that discipline damage my ability for fulfillment? Historically, discipline in some forms really has, in some forms really hasn't. Um, what does it mean to be free? If freedom's just a concept in my mind, this is a really heavy ass video, and I don't even have the answers to a lot of these questions. A lot of these are just me thinking out loud. I don't know. Honestly, I'm scared to try. Um, the reason why I'm scared to try is because if this person, if I get too comfortable here, I won't want to leave. If I taste it, I won't want to go. I've already had that once, and the pain of that, I don't know if I ever want it again. It's cursed, boys. Cursed. I'm gonna get out of here and perhaps have a better video, less depressing tomorrow.